It is my pleasure to introduce Yuji Heid, one of our Student State Board members. He will give today's inspiration. Yuji.
Good to go? Okay. When I was asked to do the inspiration for today's meeting, I thought I knew what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about the world of prosthesis and how millions of people around the world aren't able to afford the tens of thousands of dollar prosthetic on the market today, and how some can only afford for their prosthetic to offer them the very basic ranges of motion, and the work being done to perhaps help change that. But there was a hesitation I encountered. The topic of prosthesis is very important to me, since it is my goal to help change and advance the world of prosthesis with a strong emphasis on robotics to create a financially manageable and technologically sound prosthetic for all. But bringing awareness alone to this issue, for me, was not enough. I wanted for people to come out of this with more than just a sense of awareness of the issues surrounding prosthesis in the world, but for the other scientific and technological challenges that any of you or your children may be inspired to solve. So I would like to speak about an organization that is very dear to me, an organization that I believe is more than just an organization and is a life experience. It took something I loved, robotics, and brought it to life. It's called FIRST, for Inspiration and Recognition of Science and Technology. It's an organization with a mission to show students of all ages that science, technology, and problem solving are not only fun and rewarding, proven paths to successful careers, but a brighter future for all of us. So what you do is you form teams in your respective schools or regions to compete in an annual engineering challenge. This includes interacting with Lego pieces or shooting frisbees into goals up to 114 inches tall, to shooting basketballs, and most recently, launching an exercise ball into a goal up to 6 feet tall. All with a robot from 6 inches to 6 feet tall, and all made from scratch by their respective teams. I remember when I saw the droid working on Anakin's lower arm, the Terminator's mechanical robotic innards, and all the movies with this robotic engineering. I was hooked on the concept, but what made me know this was something I wanted to do and wanted to dedicate myself to was seeing the other side of Hollywood, real life, right now. I would see veterans, armless, children, men, women, limbless, from the brutality of warlords to IEDs to accidents to just being born without certain appendages. Certain prosthetics can set families back $10,000, $80,000, $150,000 and upwards just to have something that makes them feel like they have it back again. And realistically, people can't afford the tens of thousands of dollars of these prosthetics. So what do? They compromise. They compromise not just money, but comfort. They compromise personally, socially, and with abilities to help around. They just compromise a lot. So I knew I had to be part of this industry and a part of the solution. So I spent the last 3 years strongly participating in FIRST. And in that time, I've built my interpersonal skills through leadership, managed thousands of dollars, wired electronics, modeled in CAD, computer-aided design, used all sorts of tools and machinery, marketed, taught others, learned graphic design, fabricated structures out of sheet metal, gained engineering experience, and learned how to be gracious, professional, and learn little programming. I have to say, it's one of the best life experiences that one person can have at my age. In the past 6 weeks, and this is when I wrote this, I spent over 125 hours working with my team in the Heart District to compete in an annual competition and one of FIRST's many competitions. And with the other days of the year, it adds up to 284 hours this year alone. I realized what commitment was, what sacrifice was, what teamwork was, success, failure, everything that one should experience in the real world except the real world. I'm telling you this because not just me, but thousands upon thousands of teens and those who are younger, interested in STEM and other aspects, experienced what I had. Children in middle school experienced what I had. Even kids from age 6 and under experienced what I had within FIRST. I wonder what it would have been like if I would have started earlier in STEM. Experience is the most important key to success, and the youth of today, the key to humanity's success. So I'm extending this to you as mothers, fathers, PTA members, and contributors to our society, to look at the possibilities for your child and for other students in your schools with organizations like FIRST that are changing the world. I know it changed my life. I saw a challenge and found answers in STEM. So light that spark, because you don't know what may be around it that just might catch. Thank you.